Welcome back to Paper Mario. Here we are back at Goomba Village.
My balls itch.
I don't think we have to censor that. I don't think.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we don't have to censor balls.
Now
It's too bad you're not a Goomba. You could just rub them on the floor.
So for all,
No, we already have Zap Tap on.
for all YouTube knows, I'm talking about my basketball. They're itchy.
basketball, everybody knows, everybody over the age of 6 knows, basketballs don't get itchy.
Now, please excuse me while I go walk my goldfish.
Now I just set off the fucking game-spanning quest where you're basically sending letters all over town for a minimal gain.
Now, when in your inventory, the letters are just marked letters.
Yeah.
Is there a way you can examine?
When you
to know
examine the
exactly
letter in the menu screen, you'll look at the thing. I'll say, this is a message for X at Y. And then you just go to that place.
So you just go to that place and just give it to them. Okay.
X death.
Here, go back in time and try the hammer.
All right, let's go. Past Matt, can you hear me?
No.
Dude, stop looking at the porn. You fucking goon.
Gotta go back in time.
Here's another star piece for our convenience.
Yes, I just misremembering because I could have sworn like when I was editing this footage, I thought I saw Matt like use the hammer to actually show the star piece.
I thought I could in this one. I was thinking, I may have
I feel like excuse me. I feel like you can't, but I always think you can. It kind of goes back to something we had talked about before where Thousand Year Door was such a great sequel to this game that I get mixed up about what, like the story points, the things I can do.
Yeah.
I get mixed up like, oh wait, I'm thinking about Thousand Year Door. Or I'm thinking about
time
64.
for a quiz from this tapeworm.
So this is Chuck Quizmo.
Right. He'll basically show up everywhere, ask you a question about something you may have seen in the game.
Right.
Thankfully, he's not as obscure as that fucking Quizmaster for Dynasty Warrior 7. But what you basically do is you answer an easy question and you get a star piece for your efforts. Then he teleports away somewhere.
And look, you had the cute little toad hostess
Yeah.
that had the little hearts on her. See, you don't need why do we get away from that?
Oh, you're talking about the personality.
Adorable.
I mean, it's one of the most tried and true images that people will often post, like in regards to like Paper Mario now compared to Paper Mario then, and it is always they compare like the large variety of the Toad characters, in Thousand Year Door, compared to all the Toads starting with like Sticker Star, where it's just the same Toad.
It's just different colored toads.
Probably because this is like the good area. These are like the good area of the Mushroom Kingdom, where it's like everybody has a diverse ability to bring something to the cultural table.
Yeah.
And those other games, their toads are from Sister Fister County, so they can't really do anything.
Not Sister Fister.
Is that a TV show in the 90s?
No, that's Sister.
That dead ass threw me for a loop. Holy shit.
So basically, this here is like a This here is basically like a bit of a side quest open to you now.
It ran parallel with Step Brother by Step Brother. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Step bro.
So basically, we got an option now that triggered like a flag, an event flag we can have to find a hidden badge in the dry desert.
Is it that flag there?
No, that's not fine. Here we're just gonna deliver something to Musty, which I'm guessing he's named that because his pants fucking stink.
Why would you name your fucking kid Musty?
Because he came out smelling like shit.
Okay, no. So T is the last name, but it's only initialized as T. So his first name is Mus.
Is it Mus or Mush?
Mus.
Okay.
No, because it wouldn't work because
Musty?
Musty? No,
Musty,
that doesn't make any
yeah.
sense. No, it's must.
Yeah, as in, oof, your fucking ass stinks.
You smell like my taint.
Whenever he goes to church, he sits in the pew.
I remember that. That was a Confucius joke. Man who fart in church, sit in own pew.
You smell like shit. You know that? You smell like shit.
The only one of those I ever
a bunch of star pieces.
The only one of those I remember is man who enters airport sideways going to Bangkok.
What?
Confucius.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Man who enters airport sideways going to Bangkok.
Don't think
Try to walk into a door on your side, Elliot.
Yeah, with a boner, perhaps. Just to make sure.
Now I get it.
Admittedly, of all the Confucius jokes I ever heard, I never heard that one. So that was really fucking good.
So anyway, for today's party, if I recall correctly,
It's just optional backtracking
yeah, we're
and
going to
sewer
be
stuff.
we're going to be doing a lot of sewer surfing, and we're going to be doing star piece cleanup.
Well, for now, there's other star pieces we're gonna get to. Well,
Well,
actually,
star piece
no.
cleanup.
Star piece cleanup for now, but there's also I think I get most of them when you can go backward 4.
Yes, you do.
So going forward, it's just hey, we just go over here, we stop, we throw our butt down, and we get a star piece for our troubles.
So you have to be like next to that son of a
Yeah.
bitch. in order for it
Yeah,
to flip.
you
Okay.
kind of like think of it literally as flipping it over.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like you can't flip it while you're on it. It's just gonna stay
Yeah,
in the same
it'll just
place.
pop up.
You'll just fall through. We don't want that.
We can't get into that blue door for a while, sadly.
Why not?
It's locked.
Idiot.
When does that ever stop? Oh wait, every RPG.
Way to blue ball me for the blue door.
Yeah, right.
You got blue.
I love that in an RPG that I never played before. My first thought when I run into a locked door, I just think there's an ultimate weapon behind this door. Like especially if it's like in like the first village that you visit.
Wait, oh, here comes Expedition 33. The ultimate weapon's right in there.
Actually, I remember Tales of Vesperia playing with it. Judith has her ultimate weapon at the start of the game,
Yeah.
and it's lost along with her dragon pet. So you have to go through like a crazy ass sequence of events to get the Brionac back.
Was it Dragon Warrior, the first game,
Quiz
where
time.
one of the rooms in the castle was locked behind a key that was like a door that you needed a key that you don't get until like way fucking later in the game.
Well, yeah, they had that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
But I don't think there was anything. It wasn't like the strongest sword or anything.
No,
But
no.
yeah, that had
Like
doors.
the strongest
Not-
armor in the story you find in a fucking
Yeah,
random
it wasn't.
swamp.
It wasn't that it was later, or it wasn't like it was the last key in the last dungeon.
Yeah.
It was. You don't find the town that sells keys.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
Another game that did it was Tales of Graces. Asbel had his father's sword locked. It was kept in a sheath, and the sheath itself was locked, so he could never get it out as a kid.
Yeah.
But he still used it to like bonk people in the head. As an adult, when he needed to pay for the schooling he went to, he sold that sword. That sword was the Excalibur.
Oh my god.
Asbel never knew what the hell it was, so you have to go through a massive ass like.
I didn't know.
So you got to headhunt where the fuck that sword was, and then you got to unlock it from the sheath. Now we're coming over here to get some more star pieces.
Dragon Warrior. You mean Dragon Quest on the NES?
No, Dragon Ball Balls.
They stopped calling it Dragon Warrior for us after the third game.
After
almost.
four.
Oh, it's four.
Four games?
We only got 1 through 4. We
Yes.
got.
Did you see that?
Dragon Warrior 1 through
Fucking,
4. We skipped 5 and 6, and when we got 7 on PlayStation, they went to Quest.
They started calling it.
No. Dragon
no.
Warrior. It was Dragon Warrior 7.
Yeah.
Was it Dragon Warrior 8?
No, I want to say it started with Dragon 8. They started calling it Dragon.
That might have been when they switched to
I could
Dragon
always
Quest.
look this up.
Yeah.
But I
Wait,
don't
we
want
got
to.
Dragon Quest 8 on the PS2.
Yeah, was it Quest or was
It
it,
was
Warrior?
Quest.
I'm pretty sure it was
Because
Quest.
7 was
It was
still Warrior.
Quest. Yeah, Dragon Quest 8 on the PS2 when it came to the States was Quest.
7 was the last game to have Warrior.
Okay.
So there, I just got another letter to take all the way to the goddamn
If what I understand, 7 is
fish,
not good.
and then I got one at the for Colorado. We'll get to that later.
Colorado?
Yeah, all the way out in the desert. Not the state, Elliot.
Yeah, I was going to say. They got weed there that's
the
legalized.
fucking bomb takes us like, ooh, some game. Sorry, piece. You have to fight to the death for this fucking.
What the hell is this?
20 star pieces.
Yeah,
Is there like a badge that costs like an exuberant amount of star pieces?
some of them are. There's the attack up badge, the defense up badge. There's also the There's also a couple of badges you could play with for that sort of thing. You never really need this, man.
Well,
I'm
nothing
just
like this is the 100 star piece badge.
Okay.
or if you got it, you're an idiot.
What about the help a little lady across the street badge?
That's for Boy Scouts, Elliot.
Actually, yeah. Like,
Yeah, he got that one. His first strike.
Damn.
So here we're in for a fight. I believe it's this room or the next room.
She'll
Hey,
never
Snowman doll.
see it coming.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so for a split second, it looked like a glove. I thought it was the hamburger helper glove.
No, that's just a snowman. I have a brain fart because I know there's one of them you have to go all the way up on to get a super power block. Forget which one it is, obviously.
I believe it's here, actually.
No, this is no.
Is
the
it not?
elevator goes all the way up to the top.
Yeah, because
For that.
you do find it eventually.
Yeah,
that I don't
just not
recall
now.
what it was.
Those are spike Goombas. Those are spike Goombas. They're
Spoiler.
Goombas, but they hit harder. They're spike
Spoilers.
Goombas. They hit harder. Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, I mean the classic RPG trope where beginning of the game you fight
Yeah.
green goblins, and then later down the road they're blue goblins. But what's the difference besides being blue? They hit harder.
Yeah.
Score. Power up.
Then in the DLC, they're wearing hats.
Yeah.
In the Christmas
And
update,
the hats give them 50 power.
yeah, in the Christmas update, they've got candy canes.
They give him 60 plus power.
Why? I don't know.
Power Carry can now airlift. Basically, it's an ability that lets you remove an ally from the an enemy from the battle. I don't get much use out of it, but it's
So
there
it's
to
just
have.
like an eject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still get star points for it?
No.
Don't believe so. No.
No.
It treats it like they ran away.
Right. Oh,
So
okay.
you don't get points for it. So it's kind of like,
What's up?
It's kind of like what was it? The fear status in RPG.
yeah, when you would make them run away,
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
get
all right,
enemies to
great,
run
but
away.
I
We're
don't get
hanging
any.
to the left, and we give him a swat in the face. Booyah! That was a nice 7 points there. Which I like. Thank you again, Curse. Now that's a power Goomba. Basically, they're Goombas. They fly. You knock them to the ground. They're Goombas.
So why are they called Goombas? Is it
Because of the
gray?
dark area.
The underground ones are all the different colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're the Gloombas. Because they're gloomy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd be gloomy too if I never got to see sunlight or something on the TV screen.
And they run a newspaper called they run a newspaper agency called the Gloomberg Report.
And they eat Gloom burgers. Hey, a Dizzy doll.
What's a Goomburger? Well done burger. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. So now that we got all that taken care of, we're going to go down the pipe here, and then we're going to swing around, back around. As soon as I check my
Dizzy
inventory.
dial, I'm assuming, is a one-use item.
Yes, it is a one-use item that allows you to make all your enemies dizzy, which is a very helpful status. Because dizzy is like sleeping that you're utterly defenseless. You can't do shit. And, well, actually, come to think of it, it is kind of like the same as sleep, but here's the thing about at least Paper Mario 64. For some enemies some enemies resist sleep but not dizzy. Some resist dizzy but not sleep. You know, it's kind of like that sort of thing.
it's
It's the same thing.
it's an immobilization that they decide, well, this one works and this one doesn't.
Yeah.
Still a debuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all that really matters.
Fuzzy Beetle. Fuck.
Oh, that guy
Which
looked
I'm not a big debuff person anyway. So.
Hey, picture's back.
The fuzzy meatloaf.
And my hammer's not strong enough.
You can't hit that.
It's illegal.
Illegal.
You gotta go to Home Depot and get a better hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer hardly knew
What
it.
Or
the
you can
hell
hire
is a
someone
Home
to
Depot?
hire someone to break it for you. And it costs 50 coins. I'll just do it myself. You can't do it yourself.
Yeah, that one
Maybe
definitely
you're
walked.
right.
That one definitely walked right through you. By the way.
Yeah, he did. So what's in here? We want to. Ooh, Power Smash. Now, as it should be obvious by now, I use the jumps for my statuses, and my hammer is used to just pound the shit out of things. I prefer D down though for my power attack though because it's defense ignorant, which helps out in the next area, in the next plot area we're supposed to be going to.
So the attack FX badges changes the sound effect of your attack.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is it just cosmetic in this game, or is
It's
it
just
used?
cosmetic.
It's just
It's cosmetic.
Because I know Thousand Year Door, that was how you were.
The grasshopper one.
Yeah, that's how you were beating Hooktail.
Yeah, they kind of threw that in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're basically just cosmetic.
Now I finally quit the master.
I always turn them all on.
After I got annoyed too many times by my timed hit failure, I quit that batch, which makes some help, which makes it work more successfully.
So it increases the window basically
Yeah.
when you hit the button. That's pretty cool. Now it's a 3-frame window.
Yeah.
And I'll still whiff. Yeah. And now we can come down here and see what's down here. Which is not
Why did
really
it make a boing
It
sound?
it makes the boing sound when you slam
get
into
that
it.
one.
Like that's not what that
Yeah,
means.
you crash through wood.
Now you're stuck here until you beat them all. These are Star
Gangsters.
Koopas. These things are assholes.
Squirtles?
No.
But they're wearing the Squirtle shape.
Yeah,
Try to have your statuses work for you if you can in this one. What these guys will do is they fight like Koopas basically, but if they get upright, which I think they only take one turn compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
When they get upright, sometimes they'll have a different like idle animation, like that. When they basically like you'll see them like spinning
So
around, they'll get
they're
like
so happy.
yeah. That means they're gonna launch a dizzy attack at you.
Okay.
If Mario's dizzy, you're pretty much crippled. But thankfully, though, if we can keep this momentum up, we'll be fine, because then they can't do anything.
You get
It-
one
because-
turn where they
because-
don't pop back up. Jesus.
No, but the thing is that they have to waste a turn getting back up.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can get them in a loop.
Yeah, but
at
if
the
they
very
stay
least.
down for one turn and you
Yeah.
hit them when they're on their back, you do
Yeah.
much more damage.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or
give
you
me
can
one
use D down. Or
chance.
since I didn't equip the badge for this, I could have my D down pound equipped, and I could just say, "Fuck this jumping thing. I'm just gonna give your noggin a flog."
Yeah, because also, like, this is assuming, like, if you do not know timed hits at this point, you can't damage them.
Yeah.
Because...
No, you can.
No, because bonking them just sends them on their back. Doesn't actually do any damage.
Yeah,
so
but then
if you
your
don't
partner
do,
falls
but
off.
if you don't do the follow up, if you don't hit the jump button again afterwards, you're just gonna bonk them for them to fall on their back.
Yeah.
Well, not entirely, because you remember you have a partner too.
Yeah, then your partner can get a hit, but
Yeah.
then they're always going to get an attack.
Yeah.
And I think those things hit pretty hard right now.
Yeah.
Or you can do
I
like
take off Zataf for a
Goodbye,
moment.
Zat.
on
yeah,
this
or
one
you can do
because
the hammer. You can do
just
the
for
quick
now, John. I
hammer.
promise we'll get it back because feeling fine is going to prevent me from any potential dizzy effects that they can give me with.
Because that's what I do. I quick hammer.
I have the quick hammer there. I just forget to use it.
I always use that because I use
Well,
that.
there's
That way I
always
can
a down
this is,
pound.
but this is also like this is why I like playing games that at least recording games that we've all done, because we get to listen to how we
Yeah.
approach different strategies and shit like that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, the
I-
foul block that would have helped me earlier.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about danger strats. I've never been
Yeah.
brave enough to do one of those.
Yeah.
I usually do a lot of
'Cause
flower point stuff.
In RPGs,
Well, yeah,
in
and I went back
RPGs,
and boost
if
major
I
for a
can get away
shortcut.
with it, and assuming I'm familiar enough with it, I love glass cannon strats. I love berserker strats where I can kill you in one hit with good timing, but don't look at me because I'll crumble to dust.
Stop bullying me. I'll come.
Oh shit! You survived. Oh. So now we got one other segment here we can try for down here. It's really ideal to have Watt with this, but if you got an idea of where to jump or bounce, you could probably get it.
Well, you can't have Watt at this time.
No, I'm saying Watt helps, but you don't fully need Watt for this part.
Because there's a hidden block up here.
Right.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Basically, you're looking for another one or two like that, so you can hop across safely. Mario, get off the fucking block.
I don't know. Like, could you also just get airlifted through that?
At
too?
this point, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Like from
I
that
imagine Johnny's
platform to the block?
PTSD for a short minute there when we had a block pushing puzzle.
Like from that platform to the block.
Yeah,
but you see,
from the
it's
platform to the
not-
block. Well, he's up. He's off.
It's not quite the same,
Yeah.
and it's funny because it's funny how you do mention that, because like nowadays whenever I see block pushing, and I want to re-emphasize, folks, the fucking Tales of Symphonia Let's Play was over 10 years ago.
yeah.
every time in any context, doesn't matter if it's an RPG, a platformer, stuff like that, there's a block pushing thing, Symphonia is the first fucking thing that comes to mind, because they do that game, they fucking do that shit all the goddamn time. Actually, I'm scared.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
And with this, we can finally power up Lady Bo.
Nice.
She now gets the IVD to spook everybody away from battle. Essentially unlimited fright jars. Did I get it, actually, or did I fucking leave it behind?
I think you just.
Did I fucking leave it
I
behind?
don't know. You got it.
If I left it behind,
can't.
I'll
It
fucking
didn't
slap
seem
nuts.
like she.
Did
Powered
I
up.
think I fucking slapped nutted
Yeah,
here because I realized it later. I'm like, oh shit!
It worked too well. He got scared.
Actually, no. I do remember this. I saved that one easy one to get for later.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it with a different person because I know I can get one for
I guess
Bo
for
soon
Watt.
enough.
I guess for Watt.
Yeah.
Watt's
Like
should
Watt's
be
the only
the
one
next
you
one,
have. Watt's the only one left, right?
No,
Sushi
Watt,
and
Sushi-
Lacoster.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like, it's Spike.
Lacoster.
Spike.
That's what he wants to be.
That's right, and that's what I'm going to call him. I'm going to respect his wishes and call him what he wants to be called.
Listen, I'll respect pronouns,
'Cause this
but
is
if
the
your
time-
name is not
this is the
Lacoster,
time
if
for
your
that.
name is Lacoster, you're Lacoster. All right. But I will respect. I'll respect a lot of things. But if
And isn't it Lackluster or something? Isn't that the? Or are you
Wait.
saying the brand?
Oh, shit, you're right.
Are
It
you
is
saying
Lackluster.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you're saying
I
the
didn't
shirt.
realize that.
You're saying the shirts with the alligator on them.
yeah,
Right, Lacoste.
yeah, I am. Shit. Today I learned it's Lackey Lester.
It's like Lackluster or something, but then he wants to be called Spike.
No wonder it is lackluster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it back. He's Spike. What color of pants was the Goomba King wearing? Why was I focused on that?
Red and white.
Why are you looking at that?
Why did you remember?
Because I'm a tapeworm and I need to
Well,
know
it's
what
funny
I'm
'cause
getting
I'm-
myself into.
Again, I'm not terribly familiar. Maybe it's just because osmosis keeps fucking with me. I thought Chuck Quizmo had like an actual proper body. He's a worm.
He's a worm. Yeah, he's a tapeworm.
Yeah, he's like an earthworm to me personally. But
No, like earthworm I ever seen.
well, what's your frame of reference? Earthworm Jim? Because earthworms don't
Well,
look
he had
like
a
that
suit
either.
of armor.
Now, basically, I'm trying to remember the First, I'm going for the star piece.
Yeah.
Hopefully the
So now
twister
we're
doesn't
now
catch
we're
me.
in Star Piece cleanup because
We're
Matt's
still
going
in
to be
Star
in.
Piece
Yeah.
But there's also the optional thing. I think I go after now, or if I just say, I'll wait till later. Because I know there's a twister there, and he makes me get nervous.
Now, what do tweeters do?
They send you to some other place on the fucking map.
Fuck, I thought Mario Party made that up.
Oh damn! I think you cut out the part where I delivered Colorado the letter, but that's all right.
I leave every letter delivery.
Oh, cool.
You don't do it yet.
I'm just doing the star pieces then.
It's a twister. It's a twister.
I haven't seen Rocket Power in years.
What?
That was Rocket Power.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched Rocket Power in like over 2 years. 20
It's
20
2
decades.
years.
2 years.
I was gonna say 20.
It's a weird
no, I was
2023.
originally gonna
20
say. I was originally gonna
decades.
say 20 decades.
It's been 200 years. No, 2,000.
20 decades is.
Yeah.
20 times 10, 200.
Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2
Centuries is
200.
200.
2 centuries. 200 centuries.
200 centuries.
20,000.
That's 20,000 years, yeah. God damn.
I didn't know Rocket Power was like old.
They didn't have rockets back then.
No.
It was just power.
And I'm pretty sure Shuby back then was a slur.
It's an Eastern. It is a term used on the East Coast, not the West.
We are riding.
Riders.
We're riding.
the song just stops.
We're riding riders? What kind of song is this? What kind of show is this? This doesn't sound like it's good for kids.
All aboard for Toad Town. We're not going to Toad Town.
Yes, we are.
Hey,
I'll tell you where we're going though.
You guys
You're
ever play
abducting me?
Spirit Tracks? It's a lot of fun. So it's underrated, I think.
It's the end of the part.
Oh no! I wanted to talk about Spirit Tracks some
Looks
more.
like we're leaving out the. Looks like we left out the train crash.
The white didn't part. That didn't.
Well, as Mario recovers from that unfortunate train incident, how about some more patron shoutouts in the meantime? So shoutouts to the Dark Jedi Knight and Ari, Darth Kimmy 15, Gamma Gansel, Shaden 99, DJ Spindash, Studio Oddity, Sinjit Randhawa, Chenik Stewart, That One Gaming Guy 81, The Can Man, and finally for today, The Almighty Fool. We'll see you guys tomorrow with more Paper Mario. We hope you guys have been enjoying the return of the Batathon as well. Have a good day, everybody.